Hey guys, today we're going to talk about Batman Arkham Knight getting all cray and the two big fighters of all time. Some news coming from Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. Let's go! Hey guys, I'm Adam Ronan. First, I want to talk about the big news about Batman Arkham Knight, which is coming out June 2nd, 2015 from Rocksteady Studios. If you have been hiding under a rock, allow me to inform you. The latest game in the Arkham series has been rated M for mature, which is blowing the collective minds of neckbeards everywhere. On account of the fact that it's Batman, which is DC, and they're vehemently against violence sometimes. Not really, but with Batman. But not really even then either, because he breaks legs and fucks people up. So the first two games in the series were rated T for teen, albeit were very violent in the fact that Batman, while he doesn't kill, he maims and breaks legs and pulls out esophaguses, rendering his enemies retarded and stupid for the rest of their lives, which is a fate worse than death. Sefton Hill from Rocksteady Studios said that they didn't plan on making the game M-rated. It just kind of turned out that way as they made it, and when they submitted for classification, when they were slapped with the M, it was a big to-do whether they were to cut stuff from the story to bring it back down to a T, but ultimately they decided to leave it as an M because that's fit the vision they were trying to go with and didn't want to compromise the story. Sefton Hill says, from our point of view, we never wrote it or made it with a rating in mind. We never did that in the previous two games. We just felt that this is the story that we really wanted to tell. So next up I want to talk about the two big names in fighting games. Of course you have Street Fighter and then Mortal Kombat. You either love one or the other. Of course, we all know where I'm at, but I do like me some Street Fighter. Capcom finally released the second trailer for Street Fighter V, showing off their third revealed character, Charlie Nash, last week. Looks like fucking Street Fighter. But at the end of the video, they teased their fourth upcoming fighter, M. Bison. Nobody fucking surprised by that. M. Bison's in every game. Capcom announced that they're going to be releasing a beta for Street Fighter V. There's not a whole lot of news about it, but Capcom says it will be the largest and most ambitious online beta program in franchise history, and it will be essential to collect your feedback to ensure Street Fighter V is the best iteration yet. They will no doubt have Street Fighter V Turbo Edition, and then they'll have a Super Street Fighter V Turbo Edition, then they'll have Super Street Fighter V Championship Tournament Edition, Turbo Ballsack Edition, so it probably won't be the best iteration yet because they'll release 20 other versions after that for the next 5 years before they get into Street Fighter 6, so it'll be interesting to see. Next up, on the more exciting front for me, Mortal Kombat X has been just spewing news out the last couple days, and so first on Thursday they held their stream on Twitch, which they held every 2 weeks it seems like lately, where they showed off brutalities, which we all suspected was coming back, but it's true, it came back. They showed off the stream. Brutalities are back in a much different way than they were back in Mortal Kombat Trilogy when they first appeared. They used to be just basically a Killer Instinct Ultra Combo ripoff in which opponents would explode into a fucking 1,000 legs and 15 different pieces of intestines and 20 heads and 15 fingers and a couple wieners floating around in there. That is no longer the case, though it is still a finisher of sorts. It's more of an instantaneous finisher. There will be certain requirements that you have to fulfill before you can use the finisher, but it doesn't take you to the finish him queue. It's just something you can do right away, assuming you've met all the requirements. It's basically little mini fatalities, little gruesome ways to finish them instantaneously. Yes? They've said that there's going to be well over 100 brutalities in the game. Just in their little stream they did alone, they showed off 3 for Scorpion. Using some basic math skills, of which I possess none of, and some other things, if they're going to have over 100 brutalities, and you think at least 3 per character, breaking that down, that's probably at least 30 characters in the final roster, which is exciting. So combined with the brutalities and at least 2 finishers, there could be like 6-7 ways to finish a person, which will be exciting, plus lead to the excitement when you're fighting, like, oh, is he gonna fucking brutality me? Is he gonna finish me? Is he gonna turn me into a baby? I don't know. So Friday, the next day after the stream, NetherRealm Studios showed off the long-awaited story mode trailer. Fans have been long speculating since June what the story is going to be. Obviously, it's continuing from MK9's story, which left off. And so they kind of showed off what's going on, and they revealed at least 5 new playable characters in the trailer, which is exciting. There's Kung Jin, which is a descendant of Kung Lao. There's Takahashi Takeda, which is, if you've been reading the comics, as you fucking should be, it's the Scorpion's apprentice, who is also Kenshi's son. And then there's Jacqueline Briggs, which is Jax's daughter. Online, I got beat by a girl, and she's playing Jax.
Well, you
and
know
fucking,
she's a girl.
well, her avatar was a girl. One can only assume. But then she had the skills of a boy. And she fucking pummeled me. Flawless victory with Jax. It was embarrassing. I almost stopped playing on account of the suicide that was about to take place. And then Cassie Cage, but she's not new. I mean, she's new, but she's not new. That kind of is ushering in the new generation of protagonists for the game, which is kind of cool. I'm kind of bummed out that 2 of them are Special Forces related, because I think that's kind of the dumbest part of Mortal Kombat. Because there's 2 things in Mortal Kombat I don't like, and it's robots and the army. Like, get your robotic army soldiers out of my Asian mythology. I don't want it, and I don't like it. No, sir, I don't like it. They also showed off Shinnok, who is not confirmed to be playable, but I have my theories that he's going to be the final boss of the game. Bunch of classic alternate costumes. Sub-Zero's alternate with the beard and the face and the scar. Scorpion's alternate, which is just, I'm squealing with joy. It's unmasked ninja Hanzo Hazashi, and then a bunch of slew other things. And in the worst news of all time this week, good old Leonard Nimoy, aka Spock himself, has finally succumbed to his illnesses and passed on at 83 years old. He died on Friday, February 27th of 2015. We're all very upset about it here. I have been, and always will be, a fan, Mr. Nimoy.